Hey, what up guys? So I have not done one of my musings of the single out videos in a while, so I thought I would come today on this lovely ice day, because it isn't snowing here, but there's a lot of ice outside. So I didn't have to work, and I thought I would come and share with you some of these misadventures in online dating that I've been having here lately. I haven't actually gone out on any dates. Actually, I was talking to my friend Jason last weekend when we were hanging out about this. I haven't been on a date in a very long time. And for reasons. Mostly because of what I'm about to tell you guys in this video. So I have a couple of situations that have happened that have led to me not having dates. Like, men can't get to the date stage. Like, they're so ridiculous that we never even get there. So let me start off with what I assume was a catfish. Okay. The reason why I say this guy is a catfish is because we have never been able to like meet in person, and I feel like there just have been excuses. So this is what happened. Talked to him online, seemed like a nice guy. Had a kid, you know, I don't really care for that, but I'm 30, people have kids, it is what it is. As long as you don't have 2 or 3 kids by 2 or 3 women at this point, you know, it's kind of like, okay. The first time that we were supposed to meet, he said that he was getting a haircut, which is fine, you know. Get it all cleaned up for me, that's fine. I can understand wanting to look your best when you meet somebody. Well, then it became a thing of he was also with his friend who was getting a haircut, and he had to wait for his friend. And here's the thing, I do not meet somebody for the first time at night. I don't care if it is a public place. I don't trust that when we leave this very public place on the inside, that you won't lose your mind on the outside, where it might not be so public and there might not be so many witnesses if you snatch me up and run off with me. Call me cautious. He waited all this time and it got to be late, and so I was just like, no. So we didn't meet that day. We set up a time to meet again on a Saturday. It was supposed to meet around 5 o'clock. I got dressed, okay, got cute, did my makeup, did my hair, had my little dress on, thought I was cute, okay? 5 o'clock rolls around, and I'm texting, you know, nothing. 5:30, 6 o'clock, I call him, nothing. And so at like 6:57, he sends me this message saying that something about his phone had died and all of this. So of course I had an attitude, because you know that we're supposed to be meeting. He said his phone died and he put it on the charger, but he wasn't near it on the charger. But you knew what time it was, and you knew that we were supposed to be meeting. You said you wanted to meet me, so I would think that this is something that you could kind of keep up with. And the fact that we had talked about it earlier in the day, but whatever, man. And so, of course I had an attitude, and I'm gonna read the message, because I kept them because I wanted to be able to show you exactly like why this stuff has not been working out. I got upset, you know, I was like, I hadn't heard from you all day. Just don't worry about it. He said, this old phone doesn't stay charged long, and I wasn't around it while it was on charge. I know it sounds like an excuse, but I'm really telling you the truth. Bullshit. Don't believe it. That was kind of the end of him as far as I was concerned. I stopped responding to his messages. I was done with it. And the most recent one, very short-lived. Talked to this guy, seemed nice, you know, 6'8". I'm 5'8". I love tall guys because I'm tall, and I have this thing, I don't really, people being shorter than me, I feel weird about it. It's my own little insecurity, I can admit that, but whatever. My preference is taller guys. So 6'8", that was great. We were chatting, he seemed nice. There were some things that I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. About his personality, because again, you know, I wanted to give him a chance to get to know him, because everybody's always telling me how picky I am, which I'm not, but whatever. The way he ended himself was, we had got to the point, chatting it up, we're gonna meet. Like I said, I don't meet people at night. I don't care how public of a place it is. I am not gonna meet you at night. I am not going to meet you at night. He wanted to meet, the only days, like I like to do it on the weekend because I can meet in the daytime. It's harder for me to do that during the week because sometimes I don't have lunch breaks, and so it's hard to do and work. He wanted to meet during the week, like when he got off late after his shift. Sir, No, don't meet people late at night. I'm sorry. Reason why I stopped talking to him is because it's like he tried to bully me or make me feel bad about not wanting to meet him at night, which does not work with me, so I should have told him. Basically what happened was, I said, well, I don't like to meet people at night. And he was like, I hope that's a joke, because if we meet at a restaurant, it's a public place. I said, I don't really care if it's a public place. Things happen to people all the time. I'd just rather meet in the daylight. I don't see why this is a problem for you. And then he was like, I mean, I'm used to be a police officer. I'm safe, I can assure you. Well, of course you're gonna say that, because if you told me that you were nutty, or if you told me that you were a rapist, or if you told me that you were a murderer, why the hell would I go and meet you? So of course you're gonna tell me that you're just Santa Claus or the nicest guy in the world, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's true. He kept talking about how he's an ex-cop who hates overly cautious people, like he can't stand people who are too cautious. Which makes me feel like obviously you were never a police officer, because I would just imagine most police officers would like for people to be a little bit more cautious, because then their jobs would be a little easier. And I said that to him. I asked him about that, and this was the last message that I got from him before I blocked him. Nope, because smart people aren't overly cautious. Smart people are confident and present that, and it wards off people looking for weakness. So in one text message, he told me that I was I lack self-confidence, and that I am a weak person who puts this out into the atmosphere and draws in people to, kind of victimize me. What? Like, they can't even get past the initial getting to know you so that I'll feel comfortable enough to like want to meet you before they're like messing it up, saying stupid shit. So I have not been on any dates, and who knows when I'm on another one, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know where the shift happened. I'm not really sure. That's going to be it for this video. If you have had any recent or just any really hilarious interactions online that you would like to share, leave them down below. I like to read them, and I like to know that I'm not the only person out here struggling. My God. And I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Later, loves. Bye.